Hi everyone, and welcome to or back to my YouTube channel, and happy October. We have literally entered the best time of year in my opinion, and I'm so excited not only just to live but also to read this month. You know, that sounded pretty weird, and I'm just going to blame the energy drink and not refilm that. All right, so let's just dive straight into this video. I have, I think, like 11 books I really want to get to this month, and they're all so good. I can't wait to talk about them with y'all, so let's dive right in. Okay, this is going to be in no particular order after this, but first let's talk about the books I put on last month's TBR that I just didn't get to. First up, we have Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I'm going to get to this. I will be reading this in the month of October, guaranteed. I'm not gonna say much because I did put this on, you know, previous TBR, but if you don't know what Magnolia Parks is, it's a romance set in London. Yeah, I think they are wealthy, and I think it's a toxic romance, and that's what this book is. I hope I did that justice. I will learn more when I read it this month. Another repeat, we have A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. I will get to this. The synopsis of this, well, no. All I really need to know is that it's set in London in 1887, and this is between Veronica and Stoker, I think, and they are solving these murders, and I think there's a bit of romance in there. So, excited to get to this. All right, now for books that I have not yet discussed and I am so excited about. We have The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. I'm so excited to read this one. I actually have already started this. I'm not too far in, I'm like literally on chapter 3, but I'm so excited to read this. And I know in my September wrap-up video, I was talking about the dead romantics, and I was like, I don't really like spooky romances, paranormal romances. Is this paranormal? She's a witch. I don't think I know what that means, that word. But I think I'm gonna be way more into like a witchy romance than like a ghost romance. So excited for this. It's already great, and I've barely read any. And then my next book that I'm really excited to get to is Divine Rivals. This is a fantasy I feel like everyone is talking about right now, and I'm going to just briefly talk about what I know, which isn't much, but our main character is Iris, and I believe there's like a war going on, and she thinks she's writing letters to her brother, but it's really some other guy. I don't even know his name. Roman, her cold and handsome rival at the paper. Yeah, but this is what the cover looks like when you take the dust jacket off, and I think that's so pretty, and I just think the book is really pretty, so I'm hoping I love the story as much as I love the book itself, like the exterior. So, updates to come. I'm really entering my fantasy era this month, if you can't tell. Next up, we have My Roommate is a Vampire. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what the Alexa was saying, and the sirens are still going on, but I'm just gonna talk over them. I don't know what I was in the middle of saying, but basically, I think the synopsis of this book is exactly what the title says. My roommate is a vampire. This cover is seriously like the cutest thing ever. Once again, I hope I like the book as much as I love the cover. If not, I'm still happy to just have this on my shelf. It's so cute. We are loving the spooky romances this month. I've seen a few people read this already and not like absolutely love it. That's okay. It's for the vibes, you know. Next, we have 3 books that are series I'm just continuing. I'm just gonna briefly talk about those. We have Restore Me, which is the next book in the Shatter Me series. I don't really have much to say. I am definitely scared to read this because the last book ended so nicely. I fear this book, but I want to get this series like wrapped up pretty soon. Like, I don't want to go into 2024 still reading this. So we're gonna continue on. Then we have All In, which is the next book in the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Criminal Minds for young adult, or young adult criminal minds, you know what I mean. I am super excited to read this, although once again, I also fear this book because the last book I read was so good, I'm scared we have peaked. So, we will find out. But I have read the back of this book, and it's like based in Nevada? What is it? Okay, I just had an embarrassing geography moment. I don't think I'm leaving that in, but basically this is set in Las Vegas and I'm very excited for this plot. And then the last book I have to talk about that is like a continuation of a series is Shadow Kiss, which is the third book in the Vampire Academy series. This series is so good. It's so good. It's just so fun and it's kind of mindless. And yeah, I'm kind of digging the slow burn in this, so hopefully things pick up in this book. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Basically, vampires in an academy, and it's fun, but it's embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed, but I am. But this is just so fun, and that's all I have to say. Okay, my camera just died, but we're back. So let's talk about the two final books for this month's TBR, and the first one is Legends and Lattes. I've had my eye on this book since like last fall when it was popular, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember when this came out. But I've had this book for a few months now and I've been anticipating it since I've got it. So this is a cozy fantasy and it's about these two, I think, barbarians. Is that what they're called? Okay, I don't know if that's the correct title for it, but basically these two fantastical characters are opening up the first coffee shop in this like world or town or something. I don't know much. I know that this isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I think I won't mind a cozy fantasy. I don't think I need high stakes in a fantasy. We'll find out, but yeah, I'm excited to get to this. And then the last book on this month's TBR is none other than Twilight. I am so excited to read this. I don't need to tell you what this is about, but I'm just so excited to experience this in book form since, oh hi Archie. Since the last time I read it, I was like, I don't know, way too young to be reading something like that, honestly. But I've obviously watched the movies in recent years. Like I think I watched them twice last year. So I'm just excited to experience it in a different format than I have in most recent years. And yeah, so those are all the books on my TBR for the month of October. Let me know if we have any of these same books on our TBRs for this month, or if you have read any of these and what your opinions were on them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day, reading a good book, and I will see y'all all in the next one, hopefully. Bye guys.